And to details, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi reviewed on Thursday underway efforts in social development of Egypt's villages. The President directed broadening qualification programs for rural female pioneers with the aim of spreading health, educational and social messages for all members of the family, as well as supporting the concept of the comprehensive social protection. These came during President el-Sisi's meeting with Minister of Social Solidarity Niveen Al-Qabbaj and Presidential Advisor for Financial Affairs Mohammed Amin. The head of state instructed to enhance the mechanism of social aid and supporting it financially and technically to ensure the outreach to urgent cases which needs immediate intervention to rescue them. The President gave his directives to increase youth's participation in such a mechanism to make the best use of their capabilities and innovative ideas. President el-Sisi also instructed to increase the involvement of social society organizations in the regular follow-up of the mechanism performance and results to ensure that it provides integrated services to citizens coping with the state's strategy for providing a decent life to Egyptians. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi directed on Thursday to offer support and solidarity to Lebanese people in different crises and tribulations. In this regard, the Armed Forces General Command ordered a military aid plane to take off from East Cairo Air Base heading to Lebanon, carrying huge amounts of medical aid presented from the armed forces to the Lebanese armed forces. The Lebanese Minister of Defense expressed gratitude and deep thanking to Egypt's leadership and armed forces for offering help and support to her country during crisis times. The minister hailed the deep strategic ties that bind the two countries. Egypt's aid to Lebanon reflects one of bright aspects of joint cooperation to continue boosting Egypt's relations with brotherly countries. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli headed the weekly cabinet meeting to discuss a number of important social and economic files. During the meeting, the Prime Minister gave his directives to form a ministerial committee to ease the procedures of property registration at notary offices. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister stressed the necessity of following up the procedures for registering the names of the elderly and chronic disease patients in order to receive the coronavirus vaccine. Minister of Defense and Military Production General Mohammed Zaki returned home after participating in the opening ceremony of the 15th edition of ADEX 2021 exhibition in the United Arab Emirates. On the sidelines of the exhibition, the Defense Minister met the Emirati State Minister of Defense Affairs, Mohammed Al-Bawardi. Defense Minister Zaki also hailed efforts exerted to hold the exhibition this year, despite challenges witnessed worldwide during coronavirus pandemic. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry said Egypt is dealing with the issue of migration with a strategic vision that balances between special considerations as a state of source, a destination and a crossing point for migrants in the same time. Shoukry was speaking during his participation in the opening session of the first regional conference to review the Global Compact for safe, orderly and regular migration in the Arab region, which is held via video conference. Shoukry said that Egypt's strategic vision is in line with the articles included in the Global Compact for Migration. He noted that Egypt deals with migration in a comprehensive approach that takes into consideration the developmental dimension and recognizes the causes of the illegal migration. And to details, Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, in cooperation with one of the international organizations, established an interactive platform for entrepreneurship to support small and medium enterprises in the Middle East and North Africa. Minister Hala Said clarified that the platform is one of the mechanisms to spread the entrepreneurship culture. The platform is a space to support youth and boost their ideas. El Said asserted the platform is an important step in applying underlying the digital transformation process and modern technologies. Egypt's stock market indices soared on Thursday, being bolstered by purchasing operations by Arab and foreign investors. The main EGX 30 soared 1.6%. The small and medium EGX 70 added 0.93%. The more expanded EGX 100 added 1.14%. The overall transactions and dealings within the session reached £3.2 billion.